Car manufacturers can seem like pretty practical companies, generally speaking. They have to worry about safety before anything else. But when given the opportunity to let loose, these designers and engineers can be incredibly creative. And one popular outlet for that pent-up creative energy is imagining and designing how the vehicles of the future might look. That's why, today, we'll be looking at 14 of the most incredible futuristic cars ever designed. Let's get started with some insanely futuristic cars from the past. Cadillac Cyclone. Designed by Harley Earl, the creator of the Corvette, the Cadillac Cyclone may be a little on the nose when it comes to 1950s futurism. Never mass-produced, this jet-age beauty was built by Cadillac as a concept car in 1959. It had a number of unique features in both style and form, including a bubble-top canopy which opened automatically, a silver coating for UV protection, sliding electrically open doors, unusual for the time, and prominent nose cones. Most interestingly, those nose cones aren't, in fact, Dagmars. Rather, like the nose cone on a fighter jet, they are concealing small radar units, the grandfather to automotive crash detection. GM Firebird 2. Another car that ending up predicting an innovative trend in car design, the GM Firebird 2 is one of 4 Firebird models. The 4's prototypes, also designed by Harley Earl, which is perhaps no coincidence, were released by General Motors between 1953 and 1964. The Firebird 2 is particularly notable as one of the first car models to imagine a future where driving is automated with built-in guidance systems. The Firebird 2's vision of a self-driving future included wires embedded in the roadways of the nation, which was a little off, but the concept seems to have had some legs. Lincoln Futura. The third and final 1950s concept car on this list, the Lincoln Futura has a distinctly sleek and futuristic look. Its double, clear plastic canopy top is particularly unique, and its outsides canted tail fins and exaggerated hooded headlight pods work together to exceptional visual effect. While its most lasting legacy was a toned-down version of its headlight and tail fin designs appearing on Lincolns in the preceding decades, it lived on into the future in one other key way. While most contemporaneous show cars were non-functional, the Futura was fully operational. It made for the 1955 auto show circuit and was ultimately modified for television, becoming the iconic Batmobile to Adam West's 60s Bruce Wayne. DMC DeLorean. Speaking of beloved cars from pop culture, no list about futuristic vehicles would be complete with the DeLorean. The quickly recognizable sports car with gull-wing doors, produced from 1981 to 1983, became the only car model ever produced by DeLorean Motor Company, which went bankrupt at the end of 1982. Of course, in terms of design elements, the iconic doors are likely the model's most notable and futuristic feature. The car itself was originally considered a disappointment in terms of performance. However, the popular Back to the Future film series helped launch the DeLorean into the annals of history as a time machine with style. And with that, we move on to some more recent examples of automotive innovation and futuristic design. While only a few of these are currently available on the market as mass-produced vehicles, their futuristic features and design may well be the harbingers of what's to come in cars in the near and distant future. Lotus Evija. The Lotus Evija, for one, is a future-facing hypercar that is, indeed, officially slated for production. Nicknamed Type 130 in its development stages, only 130 are presently planned to be manufactured. Made by UK-based automotive company Lotus, the Evija is a fully electric sports car. Their first electric car that Lotus has claimed will be able to accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, and from 0 to 186 miles per hour in less than 9 seconds, with top speeds over 200 miles per hour. If true, that would make it a particularly impressive car of any sort, but especially in the still burgeoning field of electric cars. EDAG Light Cocoon. The EDAG Light Cocoon is a German concept sports car made by EDAG Engineering. First introduced in 2014, it is a lightweight sports car covered with weather-resistant fabric through which lights illuminate the structure of the show car. Most fascinatingly, much of the car was 3D printed. While fabric as a car body material may not be sweeping the nation, 3D printing and other technological advancements that make car manufacturing more efficient and result in significant weight reductions could be influential on the automotive industry in the coming years. Audi AI Con. Expected to arrive officially in 2021, the Audi AI Con was first unveiled at car shows in 2017. An electric self-driving vehicle, its classic yet futuristic look has nothing on its forward-thinking features. With 4 motors and a range of up to almost 500 miles per charge, it's been designed to charge as much as 80% in less than half an hour wirelessly. And the most insanely futuristic feature about the AICon, it has no steering wheel, no pedals, no controls. It is a fully self-driving vehicle with haptic manual control interfaces, voice control, and even eye tracking to follow passenger eye lines. This forthcoming car is equipped to entertain its passengers, no driving allowed. Nissan IMX Kuro. A fully autonomous electric car, the Kuro is a concept not officially slated for production with a particularly sci-fi twist. The zero-emission car is meant to be programmed to read your mind. While much that's been written about it implies that it reads your brainwaves, the facts seem to suggest that it rather is programmed to read physical cues from its passengers and adjust accordingly. The design, billed as bringing the outside in, has a panoramic OLED display for a dashboard that displays the real world around you as it captures it using exterior cameras, giving the impression that the car itself melts away. It certainly is a mind-bending concept. Mitsubishi MRI-4. It's a tech-heavy vehicle with autonomous driving options, but with the option to drive. As well as its unusual bobsled-like appearance, the electric vehicle does have some intriguing state-of-the-art features. The display features augmented reality with 3D mapping and, similar to the Nissan IMX Kuro, monitors passenger behavior, but in this case to catch when it might be helpful for the car to take over the driving for a while. Mitsubishi Electric, the division that made the concept car, doesn't seem to have any plans to mass produce it anytime soon, but they can rest knowing that if out-of-the-box thinking is the requirement, then they've done their job exceptionally well. Lamborghini Terzo Millennio. Terzo Millennio is the first product of a 3-year, $128 million partnership between Lamborghini and MIT. Unveiled at the end of 2017, it's a fully electric futuristic concept sports car that is, aesthetically, vaguely reminiscent of a quintessential Batmobile. Presented as a sports car of the future, it is not an actual production car and seems to be more demonstrative of a general thought process and line of thinking. The Terzo Millennio is also intended to have autonomous driving features for the racetrack and a health monitoring system for the car to self-diagnose and discover any structural damage. But it doesn't sound like many of these features are ready just yet. Toyota Concept iRide. Using an artificial intelligence system and a touchscreen interface to replace traditional driving controls like steering wheel and pedals, Toyota developed the Concept iRide with care in mind. The artificial intelligence system, named Yui, is meant to have two-way conversations with the passenger, recording and adjusting to moods and sensing stress and medical emergencies. The more than compact car is built, despite its small size, to be easy to get in and out of with physical limitations or when using a wheelchair, with space to hold a wheelchair coming standard. The idea is that the Concept iRide and its sister tech would help the elderly and disabled maintain mobility, acting as a sort of support vehicle. United Nude Low-Res Car. This absolutely insane futuristic car is very much a concept car, but it sure is aesthetically slick. Created by United Nude, a Dutch shoe company, this wedgy, angular creation was designed as an abstraction of the Marcello Gandini designed Lamborghini Countach of the 1970s. An electric car with 2 seats, the passenger is situated behind the driver and, rather than using doors, the entire body of the car lifts up to let passengers in and out. Unfortunately, its top speed is just over 30 miles per hour. In fairness, it was made by a shoe company, but as modern futurism goes, the look can't be beat. BMW Vision iNext. The final 2 cars on this futuristic list have a lot in common. They are made by 2 of the top luxury car brands, fully electric, connected for entertainment and productivity, and focused on autonomous driving. The first model we'll be looking at is the BMW Vision iNext. This is probably the most production-ready, realistically marketable car on this list, yet it's built with all the futuristic features of the other, showier forward-facing car models. The iNext has touch displays for navigating but maintains the steering wheel option. From the outside it looks, in many ways, like a standard BMW with just a little twist, but on the inside, it looks like a living room. Designed almost as if to accustom passengers to the idea of being driven rather than driving themselves, it's outfitted like a stylish, modern home. And as well as an intelligent AI assistant, it even has intelligent fabric on the seats that allows for control functionality using the cloth of the back seat. An unusual feature, to be sure, but one that would be a treat to try. Mercedes-Benz F015. Similar to the BMW model, it's a self-driving car with steering optional featuring touch control and entertainment capabilities for each passenger. It tracks visual and acoustic signals to communicate with whoever is outside and whoever is inside the vehicle. The F-015 looks almost out of a retro sci-fi television show and has chairs that turn so the driver and front seat passenger can face those in back. With walnut wood floors and chairs out of the Orville, it is truly exceptionally futuristic both in its features and its one-of-a-kind appearance. And there you have it. Those are the 14 most incredible futuristic cars ever designed, or at least so far. What do you think? Would you want one of these imaginative vehicles? What do you think the next big trend in automotive design might be? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting facts like these.